Welcome back to the Sovereign Ratio. You know, for some reason, last Christmas, my mom gave a 39-year-old man, which is me, this thing called a junk journal. Don't know why, but I got one. And inside my junk journal, I have a list of indicators that I've written down that people consider to be junk. Lucid SAR, Ichimoku cloud, moon phases, volume-based support and resistance levels, order block finder, pi cycles. Why is pi cycles in here? Today we're going to look at current market conditions for Bitcoin and also look at pi cycles to see if there's any information that we can glean as far as if Bitcoin is going to accelerate straight into a bull market from here or perhaps have a correction. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave me a comment below. One might ask, well, what is a pi cycle? Well, one might also answer, it's an extremely long version of code sitting in TradingView that nobody understands except the person who made it. That's my official answer. But who really cares about that, right? What's important is how do we use it to make decisions in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So the pi cycle indicator is comprised of 6 key things: a pi cycle high indicator, a pi cycle low indicator, a Bitcoin high long moving average, a Bitcoin high short moving average, a Bitcoin low short exponential moving average, and a Bitcoin low long simple moving average. Those 4 things are highlighted in the respective colors of white, yellow, green, and red on the indicator. The pi cycle high is in teal, the pi cycle low is in a dark navy blue. Now I could do research all day to figure out the mathematics behind this and how it's created and all of that, but really we don't need to know that. We need to know how it's used and how Bitcoin has reacted at specific points during the pi cycle indicator. Now, I don't want everybody in chat sending me comments and stuff about how I'm a perma bear and all that crap. I'm not a bear whatsoever. What I am is a fan of a healthy market, and as I've stated many times, this move that we've had is not normal, and in my opinion is not healthy. You might see it as healthy, you might see it as easy, you might see it as a free ride to riches, but for me, I'm skeptical. That's just my nature, and it's not that I'm a bear. I'm a huge Bitcoin and crypto bull, but we have not seen a meaningful correction, and I know I'm going to sit here and continue preaching this, and probably people are going to say, oh, you know, this is the 4th or 5th time you said that. That's fine. I don't care if I'm right. I don't care if I'm wrong, but I want to present people with safe information. This rally that we've had, there's not a lot safe about it other than the fact that Bitcoin is disappearing off of exchanges faster than it's produced. Yes, that's extremely bullish. Yes, the ETF is bullish, but technicals still exist. I know a lot of people are saying, well, Bitcoin is defying technicals. This ETF rally is making technicals useless. Technicals aren't working. I don't believe that. Technicals are technicals. They will always be technicals. And right here, we can see stablecoins getting ready to approach a major trend line. When that happens, there could be a rejection off of it. And I'm not saying it's going to be the end of the world, doomsday bearish scenario, but what I'm saying is it's healthy for a market to continue going up as fast as this has and continue. It's not healthy. I would be more of a bull if there was a regular correction first, because that tells me there's not going to be this crazy fast blow off top that's extremely volatile. A healthy correction is actually much more bullish than people think it is. Just because your assets go down 30-40%, Bitcoin goes down 20-30%, altcoins go down 50-60%, that does not mean that things are bearish. That means things are normal, healthy, and in line. So on USDT dominance, whenever this comes down here, I could definitely see a retest of that line, and then you've got an area right here, right, where there could be some support or resistance, and then if that doesn't hold, then you've got another one right here. So there's 2 areas, very clear areas to watch. Actually, I'm going to put a horizontal line on both of them. There's one right there, and there's one right there. It would be totally normal for USDT dominance to bounce off of this support line and hit either this line and reject or hit this line and reject. That's something that we want to see in a healthy bull market, and that would not scare me off. It would actually make me far more bullish up until 2025 if we were to see something like that. That being said though, I don't have all the answers. When I started making this video, Bitcoin was sitting at 62.7 and now it's sitting at 63.2. It just seems to be a never-ending pump. And whenever you think that it's going to correct, it doesn't correct. So I could be totally wrong. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be wrong. I just want people to be safe because I've been hurt in this market, I've been burned in this market, and I don't want you to have that experience either. But there's also something to say that getting hurt or burned in the market is not being in the market. So I'm personally going to see what happens here at this Pi Cycle long MA. I am allocated in the crypto market. I don't want you all to think that I'm not allocated in the crypto market, but I do have dry powder left, and I'm waiting to deploy that dry powder on a correction, and I just can't see this rally continuing up into the 70s, 80s, 90s without a meaningful correction of 30% or more. I could be wrong, but I'm willing to take that risk. You should not take this as financial advice. Just do whatever you think is best based off of the information that you've learned from the chart and the overall market sentiment right now. That being said, here's some things that I'm seeing. We have a 382 retracement sitting here at 45.5. We have a 0.5 retracement sitting at 39.7. And we have a 61865 golden retracement sitting between 33 and 32. Now for me, I'm not looking for these super deep corrections, but from current price action down to this first 382 retracement is a 29% drop. And for me, that seems totally normal. That seems very healthy. Bitcoin is often retraced to the 382. Also sitting in that area, we have the BTC high short moving average and the BTC low short exponential moving average from the Pi Cycle indicator sitting in that same area as well. We can also throw on some other indicators. Let's put on the Lucid SAR. The Lucid SAR is currently sitting at 40,850. The bull market support band is also sitting here around 42,600. There is a lot of confluence between the 382 and the 0.5 retracements between, we'll say, 45.5 and 38.4, somewhere in that area. That is a really good place and a very healthy place for a retracement. Again, I have no clue if that's going to happen or not, but we can go back and look to see what happened in previous cycles when Bitcoin rejected off of the Pi Cycle high moving average. Here, we rejected off of it, and where did we actually end up? We ended up down here at the Bitcoin low moving average. Now, I don't think that's normal. I would not expect that because that's a black swan event, and that's where things ended up. You can see that the actual retracement ended up a little bit here below the bull market support band and the other moving averages of the Pi Cycle indicator. It actually lines up much better with the 61865 golden retracement here between 7,000 and 7,200 right after that rejection off the long moving average. Now in the previous cycle, let's see what happened here. Again, Bitcoin rejected off the long moving average. It actually stopped here on a closing basis on the bull market support band and the other moving averages of the Pi Cycle indicator because there was no black swan event back then. There was no need to crash down here to the low MA, but it did stop in this general area. There was confluence of a lot of different things, all of the moving averages, the bull market support band, and just about everything else that you would want to see in that general area. Also, it stopped at the 61865 golden retracement right here. Now again, there was a strong wick below it, but where it actually closed was in this nice area here with all of those confluence of indicators and the 61865 golden pocket. So what's happening right now? Bitcoin is broken out of this bull pennant, at least for now. There's not been a daily close on that bull pennant, but there has been a 4-hour candle close above the bull pennant. So maybe Bitcoin continues onwards and upwards. I have no idea, but I can tell you that I'm going to be watching what happens at that high moving average on the Pi Cycle indicator. I'm also going to be watching what happens on USDT dominance because I think those two things are really the next hitch in the giddy up for Bitcoin. If it blows past those things, especially the Pi Cycle high moving average, I give up. You know, I've got nothing left for a big correction. This thing is just going to go absolutely parabolic and crazy. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you've ever looked at the Pi Cycle indicator. Let me know what your favorite indicators are, or if you think that my idea is crazy. I'm just trying to be helpful. I'm trying to give you logical information and data. We'll see you in the next video. Safe trading.